What's going on, friends? Rosarita Spicy Jalapeno refried beans. So, I haven't had these in quite a long time. And I was at the grocery store. I just was wanting refried beans. So, I saw these and I remembered when I was a younger man, when, times are still tough, right? But when I was just out on my own, just got my house, first real huge responsibilities. I used to just eat this shit by the can. You know what I mean? Just like I'm going to do today. But Rosarita Spicy Jalapeno. And I remember these being really good. And somewhat spicy, to be honest with you. But again, I haven't had these in probably over 5 years, I would say. Anyways, ingredients: cooked beans, water, less than 2% of jalapeno peppers, large salt, distilled vinegar, tomato paste, chili pepper, spices, onion powder, natural flavor, garlic powder. See, it's got some good ingredients. It's got jalapeno peppers, chili pepper, spices, the onion powder, the garlic powder. All of that together gives this a really nice spice. So what I did was I got a plate here, how I would normally make them. But I got some just right here that I wanted to just try without anything else that I've added to the plate here. The only thing I added to these while I was cooking them was some cheese. At the last minute, melted in some extra cheese. Yeah. A little spice there, but I remember when I first tried these, and it's probably been well over 5, 6 years. We're talking probably more 8, 10 years. I don't know. Before I was really big into building my tolerance, and long before I had ever eaten a fresh super hot pepper, back when I thought hot sauce was just what was at the store, and at that time, that kind of was it. There was some craft guys out there and stuff, I think, but, nothing I was just keen into, right? Not too much of a spice now, but they taste phenomenal. So what I got here is a plate of the refried beans, lettuce, some more shredded cheese on top, and then I diced up a full habanero. Some full habanero, diced it up, put that on there. So that's what that looks like. And then always go with the tapatio on this. This is still a staple sauce for me. And just want to enjoy these real quick. I'm going to keep this video pretty short. Like I said, I just really wanted to highlight these because I had forgotten all about these. And these have been out for a long time. But Rosarita Spicy Jalapeno, they got a nice little spice to them, from what I remember. One thing about refried beans is they cool down way too fast. But let's try a little bit. Just phenomenal. Really good. And the tapatio just sets it off really nice. Gives it a little extra salt. I like lettuce with my refried beans. And you know what? That's a new revelation for me. I've always enjoyed it. I just never really thought about it all that much. But it was a month ago maybe, and that's what got me craving refried beans. So like a month ago, I had bought some canned beans, whatever. They weren't these because I forgot about these. I just grabbed whatever. And I was making tacos or doing something. I think I was making tostadas. And I put lettuce on there. And I remembered that taste of the lettuce and the refried beans and it triggered something in me because, you know, most of the Hispanic restaurants, when my family, my mom, my dad, and I, we would go out to eat, they always put the lettuce on there. And I remember as a kid kind of not liking that, but I ate it anyways, you know. I just thought it was weird, you know, how it is. You're like, lettuce? Nah. But it's kind of ingrained in me, and I just didn't even realize it until just recently. I've always kind of done it, but never really thought about it, you know. But it really just sets it off. Sometimes all you need is the lettuce and the beans. It's textural. I'm not sure. There's a lot to it, but a little Mountain Dew Baja Blast. So anyways, I'm not going to eat this whole plate of refried beans in front of you guys. The Rosarita Spicy Jalapeno, I thought they were going to be a little bit spicier because I remember back in the day, like I said, again, it's probably been 8 years. I don't know. Long fucking time since I really had these. But I remember there was a time when I thought, now again, if you were to eat a whole plate like this is a whole can right here. This plus what I just, you know, tried on that other plate. And you didn't add anything else to them, I think the spice factor would increase a little bit because there is a little hint of those spices in that first initial bite that I took that was on here, that all I did was add some extra cheese during the cook time. Obviously this has jalapenos and sauce on it, so it's changed the overall profile of the beans just themselves, which is fantastic. Tapatio on beans, my go-to. But I would still surmise, and I might test it one of these other days because I bought me a good amount of these cans, about 4 or 5 of them, just to have them. That maybe if I was to eat the entire plate of them, the spice would kind of increase a little bit. It's not going to blow your mind, but for a canned refried bean, they're one of the better ones I've ever found for that spicy factor. So anyways, hope you all have a good one.